Bienvenue, good morning, buongiorno, and salutations. This is Keithie Kasem, only on WBRN, Backbone Radio Network. And today we're going to be listening to some of the few hits you can hear here on the Backbone Wrestling Network. First on our list today is a show that has nothing but wild antics on it, as we hear a clip from YouTube Roulette. Take it away.
Does CBS Anderson carry like a giant receipt with him to the ring?
He does.
he makes his robot.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Good lord!
Dude, that Mickey J just died for our sins.
He just fucking slammed him to the mat. He just threw him into the guardrail. Too.
You know, he had the mullet to pad him though, so he's fine.
Jesus, he did have a hell of a head of hair.
And wait, the other guy is Dustin Diamond. Is that who that is?
Diamond.
Dustin
Diamond was on fucking
very different person.
Saved by the Bell.
It's all right because it's saved by the.
It's all right because it's saved by the shift. It's saved by the shift.
Shift by the bell.
God damn it! This is a 3-on-1 attack. I don't like
my eye.
Where's Mick Foley to come and help?
I need some help. Somebody help.
My eye.
Get Post Malone out here. I need some help.
In 2003, who would come out to save? Who would come out to save Terry Funk? Flair,
Jimmy Jack Funk.
Jimmy Jack. Look at him. He's like wrapped in that. How do you get that barbed wire off of him?
Very carefully.
That sounded like your mother just said that. How do you get the
How do you get that barbed wire off of you?
Keithie.
My God.
Get the cutters.
No
friend.
ropes.
What are you
no
doing,
ropes.
Why is your friend wrapped in the barbed wire, Keithie? You got to get him out of there.
It looks like fun.
The boys on YouTube Roulette sure know how to get things going in a wacky way. But if you're looking for some soft tunes on a Monday morning, you can't go any further than the Cross Up with Logan Crossland, where he gives us a recap of all the wrestling that's needs to know from the previous week. Take a listen.
Rollins is ready to destroy Heyman, who says he wouldn't miss this for the world. Heyman says that. He says Heyman says everyone knows that the rule is FAFO, which is obviously fuck around, find out. But he says FAFO, FAFO, and then he does it one more time, says FA, and then goes F5. So Brock Lesnar comes out full of piss and vinegar. Obviously, Rollins' goons kind of surround him to protect him and his injured shoulder. Lesnar then takes off his hat and absolutely wrecks a bunch of the men around the ring. He even just picks up and throws one on the steps. It was a pretty funny spot. There was a couple of brutal belly to bellies. There was one into the barricade on one guy, and it looked like he landed on his head. So,
like any amazing broadcast journalist, Logan Crosland knows exactly what information you need to know so that you don't get lost in the world of professional wrestling. But if you like what Logan has to offer, please listen every other Sunday when he joins our own Keithie Langston on a new podcast coming out here is on the Arrowverse, or We Watch Comics Journey Through the Arrowverse. Logan and Keithie are going to be trying to figure out exactly what's going on in the Arrowverse from the CW. But I guess we'll let him and Keithie explain what this show is all about.
we will go from here to some awards. Who would be your MVP of this episode?
Oh boy. I mean, I guess no. You know what? I'm gonna go with Laurel.
There you go.
I'm going with Laurel. I think she does the most work here. She has good conversations with she has a good dialogue not only with Oliver but also with the Hood, also with her dad. She's involved in that prison skirmish. I mean, I'm going Laurel as my MVP of this episode.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that as well. Obviously, it's easy to give it to Oliver for kind of saving the day, beating up the bad guys and stuff like that, but she gets the justice for the most part by legal means. And
then she has that awesome scene in the park at the end with the kid and the guy. I mean,
the pack, yeah. But yeah, she definitely shined in this one. So I'll join you in that.
You have failed this city.
LVP.
Whew, I'll tell you right now, once those boys start getting into all the shows, you're talking about Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Black Lightning, it's going to be incredible to see how they keep it all together. But that is very many, many years from now.
The Smart Set, Zenith's Advanced System 3. Look inside and you'll find Zenith's exclusive computer brain. It helps make this the smartest Zenith color set ever. Look inside the Z100, Zenith's most sophisticated desktop computer, and you'll find Zenith design and component expertise there too. The Z100s are easy to use and expandable. Zenith desktop computers and Zenith color television. What they have in common is Zenith quality. It goes into everything we make.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
I really wanted to find out if there was something that, what do you call it? There was some kind of show that was around that was going on about, the time that, Bret Hart had to yank him and, Sid, Psycho Sid. Is there anything like that you got going on? Because that would be a show I think I would really enjoy. But, I don't know. Why don't you put something on, will you please?
Well, it seems to me that this caller is really concerned about the new generation of WWF. Well, guess what, caller? We have a show for you. You can listen to New Gen on a Mission with our own Justin Pratt and Tim Slonka as they go over all the events of the new generation of the WWF. Here we go.
I didn't really like this match.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought I would, but, considering who it was, but I don't know. It just didn't click for me. Sean's just kind of annoying, and Vince was way too over the top and just took me out of it.
I can't believe that would be your opinion. I would have never had that. Lawler's mullet is out of control. It's weird that he's in this match. It doesn't feel like a Lawler match to me. I know what you're saying about the moves, but that's the way Lawler's been positioned in the WWF, right or wrong. That's the way he's been positioned of I think in Memphis he had better work rate, but in WWF he has no work rates, right?
Oh,
but
no.
He was very much. There was a nice suplex by him.
It's all character work.
Yeah, it's all character, right? So I saw he did a nice suplex. He must have better moves than that. I do like that Sid stole the title belt. I think it adds intrigue. There, just kind of out of nowhere. They do call it Sweet Chin Music at this time too, so that was interesting. I liked it from like there was kind of some chaos, and we'll really see this. We start talking about 97, where you have multiple guys going for the title. This is a little bit like Sid's kind of going for the IC title. Razor comes out for the IC title. I thought the actual like footage of them fighting over the belt was really well done because they're trying to not turn either of them. I think because like they've been very clear about that. Like neither is a heel.
And now it's time for the fan interaction moment of our show. We call this Karaoke Clips. I'm going to play one of the great theme songs from one of our famous WWE superstars, and you have to sing the lyrics. Don't worry, no one's listening. Sing it in the shower, sing it in the car, sing it on the racetrack. It's up to you. I know what I was hearing in my head. Definitely the voices of one Randy Orton. How about this, WWE Hall of Famer? Can you sing his song? I'm sure you can.
Citrus Hill orange juice tastes so yummy?
Because at Citrus Hill, we squeeze yummy oranges. Oranges all full of sunshiny sweetness. But do you know how long it takes them to get all sunshiny sweet?
A week?
More like a year.
A whole year?
Yep. You see, honey, oranges take sunshine and turn it into sweet, delicious juice. More sun they get, the more naturally sweet our new Citrus Hill orange juice gets. So I make sure Citrus Hill oranges soak up the sun
for a whole year.
Mm-hmm. Because all that sunshine makes for juice so full of fresh orange aroma.
So sunshiny sweet.
That's right. You can taste a year of sunshine in every sip.
Is Grandpa coming with us to the movies?
He can't, Mommy. He has to watch his oranges get sweeter.
New Citrus Hill orange juice. There's a year of sunshine in every sip.
Welcome back to our show. And now we come to our long-distance dedication. This is a letter from John to his father. Dear Dad, you know, every once in a while we come across something that takes us back. Not just to a moment, but to a feeling. The kind of feeling you can't quite explain, but you know it when it hits you. Maybe it's the sound of the crowd roaring. Maybe it's the crackle of an old broadcast, or maybe it's the memory of sitting side by side, watching something bigger than life unfold in that squared circle. This long-distance dedication is for you. It comes from your son, who grew up not just watching wrestling, but learning it through your eyes, your story, your laughter, and those moments where you'd lean forward just a little bit more when things got real. You didn't just show me matches. You showed me passion, storytelling, and what it meant to truly appreciate the craft. Now there's a podcast, Hands of Z, where we sit down and revisit the matches of Larry Zbyszko and Rugged Ronnie Garvin. And Dad, every time I press play, it feels like I'm right back there with you. Because Larry and Ronnie weren't just any other wrestlers, were they? They were cunning, calculated, and the kind of guys you love to hate, or maybe secretly admired, just a little bit more than you let on. As we watch those matches, break them down, laugh about the antics, and relive the rivalries, we realize something. This isn't about wrestling. It's about connection. It's about carrying something forward. It's about all those nights you gave me without even knowing how much they'd stick. So this one's for you, Dad. For the lessons, the laughs, and the legacy of fandom you passed down without ever needing a word to say. Wherever you are, when you hear this, I just want you to know that every time that bell rings on Hands of Z, I'm thinking of you. And now as the spotlight fades and the crowd settles in, here's to the man who made it all mean something, my father. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for those ropes. With love, your son. All right, and with that, here is a little clip of Hands of Z.
I mean, I think that Larry, I don't know what you're trying to have me figure out what friggin' who was booking in '88, Dusty. You're trying to figure out what Dusty's to this friggin' secondary championship that Dusty probably didn't give two shits about.
How dare you?
How dare I? What do you actually think Dusty gave a shit about the fucking Western States Heritage title?
What I think is funny is Dusty didn't book himself to win it. That's what I think is funny.
He didn't book himself.
But you know what's funny at this time? Dusty Rhodes is feuding with Larry Zbyszko during this time too. Because
listen, Daddy, I'm not booking myself for this shit. It's either the U.S. title or the television title.
Well, Larry's going for the U.S. title too. Because this is where Baby Doll shows up and shows Dusty that letter. It's the same time frame where it never finished that. They never really booked that.
That was Hands of Z, the show that our own Scott Shiflett says is the one to listen to if you want to go to sleep. But moving along with our Sean Kidd Appreciation Hour, here is a clip from his show that used to air on the Place to Be Nation, Crock and Roll.
Garvin comes to the podium and cuts another really bizarre promo. Remind me of, just about everyone making a big deal about his tans and they're a bunch of crybabies. Then he goes into this whole, I'm a proud American and some guy causing terrorism and he didn't want to listen, so in the middle of the night, we bombed him. Then he tells the Horseman to watch out in the middle of the night. He might be in the bedroom looking over them. And then when he opened his eyes, last thing they will see is his knuckles. And so what he basically does is he's threatened to kill them all. And he says a lot of people don't like the Horseman, and he's not alone. And then the final promo later on for this little feud as well, which is building, JJ and Tony come out. Tony says it takes off Garvin. Ricky Morton's injured, and it seems like things are going the Horseman's way. JJ then says the flower shop in Charlotte is busy sending flowers to Baby Doll. He doesn't understand the big deal. Injuries happen every day. Says she should be in the kitchen.
Crock and Roll returning from the archives of Place to Be Nation. But Sean Kidd decided to bring back another favorite here onto the Backbone Wrestling Network, and that, of course, is Territorial. Here's a clip of him talking about Dusty Rhodes taking on pretty much everybody in Jim Crockett Promotions.
We have seen it so many times in this sport. Moments of jubilation turned into moments of disaster for teams or managers or athletes. We just witnessed the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, once again successfully defend that U.S. heavyweight title against the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. And what was a great match. They pulled out all the stops, did the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff and Paul Jones. But in the end, regardless of the riding crop or regardless of the Russian chain, it was once again the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, coming out victorious. I think we want to take a look once again at exactly how Dusty Rhodes won that match from the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, right here on NWA Main Event. And as we do, remind you, we still have our main event TV time on our big six-man event coming up. As Sting, Barry Windham, and Lex Luger will take on the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson right here.
So that leads us into the main event. You already heard the promo at the beginning of the show. And there's a lot going on here in the context of this match as well. So coming out of the Clash, you had Ric Flair and Sting go to a 45-minute draw. You had Tully and Arn lose the tag team titles to Luger and Windham. And this is just everything here that comes out. Like, it's just amazing that they're coming out of the Clash and this is what they're doing. Like, it's a good follow-up from the Clash. 6 of your biggest stars here that are really in the main event scene of everything that's going on right now.
And of course, as always, we can't forget about the critically acclaimed and controversial, often imitated, never duplicated shit take with Sean Kidd and Keithie Langston.
Okay, so reframe it. I think he's the most overrated wrestler that people consider a top tier. How's that? That's how, frame it that way.
I guess if that's how you want to say it, sure. However you want to put it.
Listen, this might be a shit take. I'm still going to say Steve Austin.
Okay.
I do think Steve Austin is highly overrated. I do.
Okay.
I do. I think he's a moment in time, blip on the radar. I love the character work. I love all that stuff. But when it comes to the overall, he is overrated.
Okay. Whatever you say.
And I'm not trying to make you mad.
I love how you make it.
Here's another one. Here's another one. Booker T. Very overrated. Extremely overrated Booker T.
Again, another guy that you don't like.
Okay, but he's overrated.
Okay.
What? Okay, so why? Tell me why Booker T is better than CM Punk.
I don't think that CM Punk. I don't think that Booker T is rated at the same level of CM Punk.
That Sean Kidd could talk for hours, and I think I could listen to him for just a few minutes. We do have a show that is ending here on the Backbone Wrestling Network, and that, of course, is Linking Up Luchas. Coming soon this month, you'll hear the final episode, but here is the end of the penultimate episode of Linking Up Luchas.
And again, we have one episode left of this show. Thank you for everyone who's listened to this point. Obviously, join us for the finale. And again, thank you for listening to this one. We'll see you the next time and the last time we enter the Ice Battles.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here for this episode of WBRN. You can listen to all these shows along with Clash of the Champions, The Wii Education of Logan Crosland, and Highway to the Impact Zone. And don't forget to watch our YouTube channel where you can hear all of our podcasts and also watch Keithie Langston cook in his small kitchen and Can Keithie Take the Heat. Thank you all for joining me this episode. Like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, tell us we suck, whatever you want. But thanks for listening, and keep on keeping on.
but life still goes on. I can't get used to living without you by my side.